I went through the life lessons of letting go of who I thought I had to be. And this is what those lessons taught me. The number one thing it taught me is that the idea of being who I thought I needed to be is all made up. And the reason I say that is when you're thinking that you need to be someone that's other than yourself, then you're really making this decision based on how you think other people will receive you, or based on how you think other people want you to act and function and look or speak or whatever, and that has nothing to do with you, really. And that's the one lesson I learned is it's all made up. It's all made up in the sense that I wasn't I didn't see myself as valuable enough to know that who I am is enough. Like, I don't have to be someone outside of who I am. I don't have to put on, I don't have to act and perform. I don't have to do what people like. Like, I'm not here to please anybody. I don't have to be good. I don't have to be bad. I don't have to be anything. Yeah, like, I am enough. Truly. Like, I don't have to do anything outside of that. And I will say, man, letting go of the whole notion that I do need to put on and make people happy and please people and put them first and make people comfortable and all of this, yada, 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 yada. Man, I've been so free. And I feel so light since then. And you know what's interesting? I feel like people enjoy my company more now that I'm so grounded in who I am and I'm not worried and put off by how people receive me or don't receive me, that actually makes it more enjoyable to be around me. Because I mean, think about it. When you're with someone who constantly, like, you just sense that there's some level of desperation or insecurity, yeah, you're not comfortable when you're around someone like that. Even if you can manipulate them and get what you want or get something from them, it just doesn't feel good, And yeah, it just doesn't feel good. And so it's interesting because now that I'm in this place where that's how I operate, that when I can easily sense now when someone is insecure and they're not sure of themselves, or they're trying to do something that they think will please me or win me over or whatever. It's like, yeah, I can sense all of that, and it's so unattractive. So yeah. So letting go of that whole notion has been, I mean, I've gone through several life lessons to get to this point, but I can say I'm just so pleased by who I am now, and that I allowed those life lessons to craft and mold me into this very confident, self-assured, sovereign woman, as I like to refer to this stage in life. And one of the things that I didn't understand at the time was that really, like, no one's living life the right way. No one's doing things the right way. No one is the best type of person. Like, there's no such thing. All of us, we're just doing the best that we allow to happen in our lives, is what I say. And yeah, I think you have to decide what that is for you. What does that look like for you? What's important to you? And that's the answer. It's not, oh, well, this person's doing X, Y, and Z, then I guess that means I should do X, Y, and Z. Or this person believes this and says that I should believe that, so I guess I should believe it. And it's not that you can't use some of those things as a guide for yourself to kind of reach your own conclusion of what matters to you, but generally that's not what people are doing. Generally, they're taking that on as their own beliefs and their own guiding system for themselves. And my thing is, there's just so many people walking the earth that are really just kind of like human robots, right? Where there's no thinking ability. They can't think for themselves. Like, they don't know, they're so unaware of who they are and what they care about. And yeah, yeah. So for me, it doesn't benefit anyone to just be a mindless follower of things without sitting down and saying, okay, this person is doing this. Should I do that? Right? Like, for example, I've struggled and struggled over the last few years to even be on YouTube. Yeah. And I would get distracted by, okay, maybe there's another way or a better way, or, I'd learn about this strategy or this technique. And it's like, okay, so maybe I should do that. But it's like, that didn't resonate with me. Like, yeah, it's a good idea for them and it works for them, but that doesn't mean it'll work for me. And so that's where you just really have to be honest with yourself and know what your strengths are and know really where you'll shine. And it's like, just lean into that. And so here we are on YouTube, and it feels like I'm talking to friends, and this setting is just so much better. I am a little long-winded and I enjoy it, and so I hope you do too, and I hope you stick along for the ride. But yeah, Instagram, I've tried Instagram 30,000 different ways, and it just doesn't resonate for me. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't show up or find a way that I can show up in a way that honors me. But right now, I'm just focused on sitting here and recording my rants with you, just sharing my ideas, sharing my thoughts with women that I hope it resonates with. And this is just so much more suitable for me. So again, if I would have do this but don't do that, and I mean, I've done enough of that in life, and I'm sure you have, where you do what other people say and it doesn't feel good in your body, or it doesn't click. Like, I just recorded a video about singleness and what that's been, well, not really what that's been like, but more or less like the decision to be single, and within that time making the decision to go through a separation and a divorce. And I mean, I knew years that situation was not conducive for my happiness. And so yes, I allowed other people and beliefs and judgment to defer my decision, but deep down I knew that's what I needed to do for myself. And so yeah, we just make these decisions without checking in with ourselves. I'm like, I don't know, it shocks me that like we just function in this world for other people. We make decisions, we wear clothes worried more about like how this person is going to perceive us, or versus like how do we feel. Now again, that doesn't mean that our feelings always have to govern us either, because sometimes our feelings aren't even accurate. Sometimes those emotions and thoughts that you have are based off of something that also is not you. I know that sounds a little layered, and maybe I can explain what I mean about that in another video, but yeah, a lot of times people are really not aligned with themselves and aligned with their own thinking and their own beliefs. And so literally they're making decisions from the past, or this person did this to me when I was 9, and so I'm never gonna do this thing again in the future. And it's like, what like why are we letting other things, other people outside of ourselves determine our own existence? So that's something I've really been exploring from myself here over the last couple of years. And I don't know, I just see people, again, now that I guess I'm so self-aware, that I can see how I was operating before and now how I think and operate. And I do see the difference even within myself. And so that allows me to see other people. And it's like, that person doesn't care about that. It's obvious. And it's obvious that they're making this decision based off of something else or someone else. So it is very obvious and clear to me now, and that's a skill that I've developed. And, I'm grateful for it, for sure, but it definitely does make it makes trusting other people challenging, because if a person doesn't trust themselves and they're just so easily able to abandon themselves in acceptance from someone else, I don't know, that's tough for me to say that I can trust that person personally. So yeah. um Unless, okay, let's see, where was I? Oh, okay, so this is the what I didn't understand at the time of basically putting on to and acting and performing to make other people happy. But what I didn't know at the time of going through those lessons is that, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to cut this. This is a blooper. Yeah, yeah. I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, so I think I already said this though about like, oh yeah, that no one's living life the right way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're all just making this up, right? And my thing is, if we're all making this up, let's make it up in a way that we want, that gives us happiness. And well, maybe not happiness, because I know happiness is fleeting, or at least just gives us peace, right? Like, let's at least be crafting and designing our life and making decisions that give us peace, if nothing else. Peace and trust and honesty with ourselves. I mean, I wouldn't want to live any other way if I had to choose. And so no one knows what they're doing. Just be honest with yourself and figure out what is honest for you, is what I'd say. And so for me, I see now that, I have the God-given ability to decide what kind of person I want to be and what I want my future to look like, and to be completely, deeply, radically honest about that. And I just think if we all could just sit with ourselves and be so honest about who we are and what we want, man, things would be so much better, I do think. I don't think it's the answer to all of mankind's woes, but I think as an individual woe, it would be the answer to a lot of challenges that a lot of humans and women face. So I guess if I could say one thing to a fellow, a fellow female that's in this, or that is sick of putting on airs and performing to be accepted or proving herself, then I'd say that you deserve to give yourself the time and space to learn who it is that you truly are and who you truly care to be. You deserve it. You deserve to find the time. A lot of times women, we give so much time to everyone else. Cooking meals, picking up Johnny from daycare, doing this and going to this meeting and writing this paper and all this stuff, doing this for work, doing this da 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 da, right? Our friends need this. This person needs that. Our neighbor's tire blew out. And it's like, girl, but when's the last time you soothed yourself? Like, when's the last time you've taken care of yourself, or you looked yourself in the mirror? When's the last time? Honestly, I can say something as simple as looking myself in my eyes in the mirror and seeing the reflection was the most painful experience for years. Something as simple as looking deeply into yourself, looking deeply into your eyes. I couldn't do it. So for any of you who relate to this, and yeah, you want things to be different and you're ready to make a change, like, you can't keep going, that whatever you've done so far has gotten you this far, and that's as far as it can get you, then I'm here for you, truly. I hope that my videos at least help you be seen and supported, and I'm hoping that in the future that I can do something more to support you all. But for now, I hope that you find some value from these videos, and if anything, it's just been like nice sharing these different thoughts and feelings and expressions with you. So I hope that you're enjoying them as well. Till next time, cheers.